It's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. It's time to get away. It's time to get away from you.
Let the games begin. Let the games begin.
The NBA season is a grind. There's no question about it. And tonight may be another game in the endless stretch of games, but that don't make it any less important. Time to put on my game face and do what I do. Win games.
K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Brooklyn, the home of the Nets, Barclays Center. Today's game continues this Brooklyn Nets homestand. And the Cavaliers trail by 5. There's a screen. Irving dishes to Fry. Off target with his 3.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
Freak. Makes a big height punch and goes in.
Yeah, what a play right there, guys. His man tumbling to the floor, and then the balance to knock it down.
Unbelievable move. Rush hour handles supreme right there.
Talking about Channing Frye last year, the three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again standing in back of Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Fry was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
Irving drives in.
The D on him has to be airtight, guys. You got to get into his airspace, and that was far from it.
There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. There's a screen by Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Irving. Offensive rebound. Robinson passes to Sims. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Sims has got his first bucket in this one.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
The Cavaliers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Brooklyn with the ball. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Had a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was...
Again, just another part of the maturation. New group out there on the floor for the Nets. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Jefferson's checked in for Smith. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Matthew Dellavedova. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Henry Sims out there with Thomas Robinson. Then it's Donald Sloan. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Fry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now here's Freak. His last outing, he had 18 points. Five on the clock. With the shot, he drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Freak's got 7. 1:33 left in the second quarter. Feeds to Jefferson. Here's Mozgov. And let's look now at the group of young players that have been locked in from the charity stripe. Your leading rookie free throw shooters of the past month. Freak, number 1.
He has been locked in at the line, taking complete advantage when opportunity to put points on the board.
Really knows how to get to the stripe. He converts at a high level there, a high rate, excellent concentration. He's got a really smooth, repetitive stroke. He's got it rolling.
Well, we know that Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets got the job done. He picked up 18 points and did his work from a pair of lines, hitting from both beyond the arc and from the charity stripe. It was a great contribution from someone who's considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
All right, thank you as always, Doris. And another special game from a player that we know is incredibly capable for this team.
Yeah, and he proved his value again in that last game. I mean, he's a cog in their machine, no doubt.
Yeah, and they're going to need a few other players to lend a bigger hand today. I mean, they can't expect him to carry the entire load 2 games in a row.
with 1 on the clock. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And so it's a close.
Kevin, we have Brooklyn.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter. Welcome to the Cavaliers with some changes. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Irving is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. Then it's Mozgov. Then there's Channing Frye. And it's James in at the small forward. 3 on the clock. Here's Freak. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Freak's got 11 points.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
In the corner, Irving with it. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. 16 points for Kyrie Irving.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Sticking too much.
And that one's good. Freak.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Irving kicks to James. Mozgov sets a screen for LeBron. Dellavedova. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from. And the Nets also making a change. Freaks checked in. Then for the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for James. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Freak, he's in at the point. Robinson is out there with Henry Sims. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Bogdanovich. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And they're on the kind of run that could have made a difference had it just started a little earlier.
Yeah, but I think the only reason they're on this run is because the defense has relaxed a little bit, knowing the game is basically in the bag.
He's perfect from the line this time. 8 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Freak. Here's Robinson. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you are in the midst of yet another great season, posting tremendous individual numbers and the team with an outstanding record. Is this the type of season that you set out to achieve right from the get-go?
I just wanted to play well. This whole season, I got back to what I know I'm capable of doing, and that's having fun with this game and, just believing in myself and my teammates. So I'm happy to be in a good place.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie, this dude is a composed, mature leader. Along with all that mental strength, he's got such an incredible feel for the game. He runs the floor, he passes beautifully, and he can shoot from lights out from anywhere on the court.
He shot over 50% from the field in the game, a testament to how hard he worked to always find the best look possible. He was in constant motion. He found those gaps in the D and made the most of his open looks.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew. Have a wonderful evening.
Yeah, send him in. Cece.
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you again.
My pleasure.
Freak. Great game last night.
That's what I do, right?
Indeed. Have a seat. Pagnotti.
How you doing?
Thought you'd be selling used cars by now.
Funny, comedian. I thought you would have invested in some new clothes, being a team owner and all. I see you still rocking that Goodwill look.
Freak, what are you hanging around with this guy for? You know he's bad company, right?
Got no choice. He helps me pay the bills. Plus, our mother loves him.
Thank you all for coming by on such short notice.
You're welcome.
So you know why we're here, right?
Not really.
You want to negotiate an extension for Freak, right?
Well, since you mentioned it. Your client is quickly becoming a liability for this organization.
We've already put a plan in place that's going to address all your concerns and issues.
Let me finish. Thank you. Myself, the front office, and the coaches are not satisfied with the adjustments you've made in your life off the court. I personally warned you about the company you keep, and we're fed up with the late nights and showing up late to shoot-arounds and the bad press and the incident at the nightclub. I told you Vic was going to be your downfall, and I was right. Something has to change now, or we're not going to need your services any longer.
If this is about that Twitter stuff, Vic was playing. Okay, it was a joke.
It's not about that. It's everything.
But like I told you before, Vic is my best friend. I can't just cut him off. He's practically family.
Not really.
What exactly are you trying to say?
I'm not trying to say anything, Dom. I'm saying it. Freak and his friend Vic are a problem for me and this organization. And I called you in here to figure out how we all together can fix this problem. And right now, I'm only seeing one solution.
I agree that Freak may need to make some adjustments in his personal life off the court, but that's a learning process. We both know that. But this almost sounds like a threat. And Dom Pagnotti doesn't take too kindly to threats. Is this a threat?
Call it what you will.
We all know that Vic is a problem. The only person who doesn't seem to realize that is my brother. I'm sorry, bro, but enough is enough.
I don't have a problem with what you're saying. I have a problem with how you're saying it. Now, I know we can come to some understanding without all the ultimatums or threats.
Can we all come to a understanding, a compromise?
No, no more compromises. I already warned Freak. I told you. Don't be a hero. Cut that zero. It's cut Vic loose, or we trade Freak. It's that simple.
Fine, we'll go sign with another team.
Good luck with that, Pagnotti. Because of Vic, Freak's reputation precedes him.
No, because of Freak's God-given talent, his reputation precedes him.
Everybody's been talking. Dom, you know how this works. This is not about you and me and our history. This is about your client. Help him.
You talking as if I'm invisible. You talking...
This is it. The last game of my rookie season. Kind of hard to believe. These 82 games have gone by in a blur. I know we're on the outside looking in when it comes to playoffs, but that doesn't mean I can't go out and give it everything I have one last time. So here goes nothing.
The Nets play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it for you tonight, live from Brooklyn, New York. As doubting for the Nets, it was a loss to the Wizards. And a very close one there, too. The buzzer sounded. They were only down by one bucket. And now for the Raptors. Biyombo is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Scola comes in for Patrick Patterson. Powell, he's checked in for DeMar Carroll. And Corey Joseph subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. So for Toronto right now, Bismack Biyombo is out there with Scola. Then it's Corey Joseph. Then there's Lowry. And it's Powell in at the small forward position. Thaddeus Young provides a lot of things, Clark. Solid on both ends of the floor. You can plug him into almost any lineup and make it work.
Yeah, he's an ideal basketball player because of his versatility. I think that's one of his greatest strengths. Not only can he play the 3 or 4, he can go inside and outside, too.
Henry Sims is checked in for the Nets. Donald Sloan comes in for Bogdanovich. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Outside Lowry. Down low. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And for Luis Scola, a very different role for him over the last 2 years. I mean, he was a starter for most of his career, then signed with Indiana, who had David West at the 4. Off the bench, though, Scola still played efficiently, but he was just used to putting up much bigger numbers for other teams.
The first one falls. Greg, you were talking about Scola. He has the physical skills, Clark, to make a difference.
Yeah, he really does. I mean, he's not spectacular in anything, but he's really solid in just about everything. A pro's pro, and he adds value, tremendous value to any team he's on.
Scola hits them both. And the Nets with possession here, trailing by 5. Freak with it. 9-point game his last outing. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Freak's got his first basket. Last outing for Toronto, they won that game against Philadelphia.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him.
And for Kyle Lowry, a guy who just has an unbelievable nose for the basketball, the triple-double comes naturally to him now. Top 10 in the league the past 2 seasons. In his short time with the Raptors, he's already their career leader in that category.
And here's Freak. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Clock at 6. Puts up a 3, and he gets it to go. Freak's got his second bucket of the night.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
We'll get back to Kyle Lowry. The reason he's always a triple-double threat, Clark, because of his great work on the glass for a guard. Tough, strong, relentless, and committed to getting rebounds.
He's got the attitude of a power forward, even though he is a point guard.
Good
That's
point,
why he's one of the best rebounding guards in the league. It's his mentality.
Now, Freak, he has 5. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Raptors with the lead. Now, here's Lowry. He's got 5. There's the feed to Biyombo. It's tipped. Tries from 16, and it's Freak missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
How? Almost, but it rolls out.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Raptors lead by 1. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And DeMar DeRozan, a star for this Toronto Raptors team, he said he wants to bring them back. Let's face it, it's never easy for Toronto to get the attention. New group out there on the floor for the Nets. A new group in now for the Raptors. Biyombo, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Scola comes in for Patrick Patterson. Powell, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Lowry in for Corey Joseph. Freak in at 2-guard. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Thomas Robinson. And then there's Henry Sims. And it's Sloan in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. 6 to shoot. And it's Freak missing.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with a miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
A shot by Lowry, no good. Now here's Freak. Started closely. They set the pick. Here's Sims, and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Raptors?
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
You know, the other thing they've been able to do in the early going is to get to the free throw line and convert tonight.
And that one falls for Sims. Raptors leading by 17. There's 1:17 left in the first half. There's the dish to Biyombo. Outside Lowry. Shoots the 3. It's Lowry again missing. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. The steal. He dishes it to Biyombo. Robinson with the block. Now here's Freak. While recovering.
Move the ball.
There's a screen by Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Fires high post. And it's Freak missing. Toronto's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. The drive by Lowry. Here's Carroll. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Carroll's got 5 now.
And turning down what would have been a tough shot for himself into an easy one for his teammate.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Raptors out in front, up 19. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Okay, guys, that wasn't the kind of basketball I had in mind, especially on our home court. Let's go over what happened.
The three-point shot hasn't been dropping, but I don't want to get away from it entirely. You can continue to shoot it, but only if you've got the space to take it. Do not force that shot. We also didn't get anything in terms of low-post offense. That situation has to be fixed real fast. And when we get the ball, we can look to start the break if it's there for us. But I don't want to push it just because we have some ground to make up.
Okay, that's it. I'm expecting a whole lot out of you guys in the next 2 quarters. This isn't a game I'm anywhere close to giving up on, and neither should you.
Alarms go off when I enter the building.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
Kyle Lowry just hasn't slowed down. He has 9 points, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game.
In for Patterson. for Damari Carroll, and it's Joseph in for Kyle Lowry. So the Raptors 5 right now. DeRozan out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Powell in at the shooting guard position.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
Here's Freak. He's got 8, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
You know, Dwayne Casey was once a player at Kentucky, took me and hosted me on my recruiting visit at Kentucky back in 1979. Actually got his coaching start at the school as well.
The Raptors making a switch here. Skola's checked in. DeRozan's shot is good.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Freak with it. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. As we were talking about Coach Dwayne Casey, he's found his place in Toronto. Took them, Greg, to back-to-back postseason appearances.
And, you know, it's good to see him finally establishing himself as a head coach, really known as a defensive specialist. But once he gets in charge of a team, he'll have them focused on defense and really stresses that in every practice.
It's blocked, and he's able to get it back. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and look at the NBA's best rebounding teams for this last month. The Raptors in second.
I like how this team has been coming up big lately, Kevin. Seem to have a new dedication and energy to rebounding the ball, and it's paying off.
The Raptors have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year, but just a tad worse, so not too bad. Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for DeRozan. He's got 11 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved.
Here's Freak. From outside, off the mark.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Takes the 3. The shot misses. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one. Welcome back. 4th quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. And the Nets with possession here. Freak, he's in at point guard. Young out there with Henry Sims. Then there's Wayne Ellington. And it's Karsov in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Oh, terrific move there. I think he may need to check those ankles. He's just left the defender on the ground.
That is a highlight and a half, guys, or a highlight plus. Anytime you shake a guy out of his shoes like that, it's going to make the rounds for sure. You know, something that's floating around in the sports world and in the NBA is reseeding after the playoffs start. And for those of you who may not understand the situation, it's simply saying that no matter what, it would play the lower seeded team, however you get to those numbers.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Henry Sims. Here's Freak, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
The kick out to right. Johnson, that's for 2. Shot is off. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Lopez a screen. And here's Freak. The three-pointer no good. Wright outside. Johnson outside. Pass to Lowry. 6 on the shot clock. Wright dishes to Thompson. Count the bucket.
And an open pass to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Over to the left wing. Ellington kicks to Freak. Lopez a screen. Now Freak puts up a three, and the shot is good. Freak's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
And now Doris Burke. Brooklyn making some changes. Henry Sims is checked in for Lopez. Robinson comes in for Thaddeus Young. And Freak subbed in for Jarrett Jack.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Raptors.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Yeah, I like the discipline, the self-control, and the patience, Kevin.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It'll go down as their 48th win.
And I guess one good turn deserves another. In the final contest between these two teams, guys, this win ties up their tug-of-war season series 2-2 against the Nets.
And as usual, great numbers and a dominant display for DeRozan. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
They set the pick. Now here's Freak. While recovering. From deep. And it's Freak missing.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
And DeRozan kicks to Valanciunas. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown. Finishing strong.
There's a screen by Robinson. No good with the triple. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin.
Kyle, congratulations on this win. Tell us what the team's objective was tonight that most helped in getting this victory.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMar DeRozan. He had a double-double and made a huge difference tonight. He never let up, and his performance. And that'll do it for our coverage of this year's final regular season contest. It has been a wild ride. For Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet.
I know money isn't everything to you, Freak, and I find it.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Boys. Yeah. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We making noise. Hold on.
So it is.
Talent they have on that team.
Sis, all started here.
Yep, right here in the dome.
Yeah, when I was all. Salutations.
Welcome to your second NBA season. Now that your career has progressed, welcome to Connections.
Yo, look towards the darkness. Nah, yo, look towards the light. Yo, what is that? It's a supernova. Nah, man, that's a black hole. Yo! shit. I get it 365. 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live. How we live. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. 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 See, they don't love us, they just love it how we live. 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 They don't love us, they just love it how we live.
You was never around, had to hold it down. We the youngest, we was thugging, you was never found. What's that feeling? I'm the realest. All them nights I had to struggle trying to find some dinner. They don't really love me, they not really for me. When I die, is you gon' show up to the ceremony? I just bought a Bentley, just to bet you Christian Louboutin to make a switch religion. I'm not stupid, baby, but the mansion is. Me and Benji are related like we're relatives. I'm a brought the millions in. Go and get it, I'm the shit, then don't need no laxative.
I get it 365. 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live. How we live. How we live. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. 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 See, they don't love us, they just love it how we live. 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 They don't love us, they just love it how we live.
They say in due time, but my watch broke. I know. It's a cold world, but we got coats. We grinding to make it. Yes. We shining, they hate. Yes. We ball till we fall. Every diamond's a flake. I'm signed to the pavement. I'm crossing them over. I'm backing them down. Standing tall like a soldier. These players can't hold us. It's the winner's race. Eating with Ken and Ace at a table, no dinner plates. We the best, get it straight. What's the problem, baby? Raised out of Harlem, baby. Was driving my mama crazy. They ain't trying to give it, so I gotta go get it. Harder than ever.
I get it 365. 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it